Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift announced their engagement today on Instagram with the caption, quote, "Your English teacher and your gym teacher are getting married," unquote. Elsewhere, the New Orleans Saints named Spencer Rattler their starting quarterback. Rookie Tyler Shuck will be the backup. The Saints also released running back Clyde Edwards-Helaire and moved Taysom Hill to the physically unable to perform list. NFL media reports the Los Angeles Chargers are moving running back Najee Harris from the non-football injury list to the active roster. The New York Giants are releasing quarterback Tommy DeVito. The Washington Commanders waived quarterback Sam Hartman. The Carolina Panthers released receiver Hunter Renfrow. The Seattle Seahawks are releasing receiver Marquez Valdez-Scantling. The Cleveland Browns released receiver Deontay Johnson. Rookie Shedeur Sanders did make their 53-man roster. I'm Isaac Lowenkron.
Hey, that's us. Yeah. Woo! Hey. Woo! I'm not necessarily that excited to be here. I just realized it's Tuesday and I'm going to get some tacos.
Oh,
hell yeah.
Where do you want to be? Celebrating with Travis and Taylor?
Yeah!
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Oh, man. Not even 30 seconds into the show.
I know.
Congratulations, guys. Wishing you the very best from your friends at CNR. That guy with the smooth, buttery voice is the greatest producer in the land. He's the man, the pimp, known as Danny G.
Yeah.
He is the G.
Wow.
We got Sam. We got Lowenkron. We got you hanging out with us. We be rocking out.
Well, I don't know about Danny G. According to a blimp that was flying over L.A. over the weekend, Ice Cube's a pimp.
Well, that's why I use those words.
I like it.
We're going to talk, maybe, if we have time. It's the quickest 2 hours of the day, our favorite 2 hours of the week. If we have time, we'll talk some Ice Cube. We got Showtime Mahomes trivia. We got some NFL to talk about. Best promos in sports. Like I said, I don't want to overpromise because we tend to do that, but
Yep.
that's why we have a bonus pod called Overpromised, where we get to things that we didn't have time for. It's on Fox Sports Radio's YouTube page. It's actually on our YouTube page right now. It's youtube.com/@Covino and Rich FSR, @Covino and Rich FSR. We are streaming live, but you could also get our bonus podcast there. Episode 105 dropped last week. It's one of my favorite things we do. But the big story today, yes, of course, we're getting closer and closer to football. Yes, and yes, we're getting closer to baseball playoffs. But the biggest story today is Kelce and Taylor Swift are officially engaged.
Yay! Whoopity-doo! Travi and Taylor are getting married. As the headline says, your English teacher and your gym teacher are tying the knot, getting married.
But you know what, man?
Yay.
I am happy for them. I mean that. Everybody loves a good love story. We always see so much crap in the news. It's nice to see two lovebirds having fun. But much like everything in our culture, and that involves social media, eventually they're just looking for stuff to tear the story down. That'll happen. It's going to be a tabloid sort of nightmare eventually because people are just trying to tear good things down all the time. That's just the world we live in, especially with social media, like I said. But
Now,
I do wish them all the best. I think it's great. I think there's sort of a match made in heaven.
Agreed. I thought the match made in heaven was Macho Man and Elizabeth, though.
That was a great one, too.
Yeah,
But you know what it really, really proves or reminds everybody? You got to think back to where this started, this love story, where it all started. You know, he had the hots for her, like millions and millions of other people, but he's Travis Kelce and you're not. And he was a fan of her music. I give him all the credit in the world for that because a lot of guys don't even admit that.
And
he did the corny bracelet.
Yeah, he was all bold, and he was trying to hand off some friendship bracelets.
He tried to meet her at the show and was denied. And then he went out on his own podcast and said, yo, I want to take her on a date. He had the bracelet, like Danny G said. And I think the moral of the story is this. You got to shoot your shot because this guy, I mean, he really was just a big dopey football player. And she was an international superstar. he shot his shot. He's a smooth guy. I'm not trying to take anything away from him. He's got game. He's good looking, all that. But she didn't know him. She didn't follow football. Shot his shot, and now he's marrying the biggest pop star in the world.
Married?
And I'm not trying to downplay,
Married?
his accomplishments and who he is, because to guys like us and football fans and Americans, we all love Travis Kelce. We think he's great, super charismatic guy. But Taylor Swift is, and I hate to say this, Rich, but the Michael Jackson of our time. Not comparing her to Michael Jackson. I'm just saying of our time right now, there's nobody bigger. So the reminder, guys, shoot your shot. Shoot your shot. What's that Hamilton song? I'm not going to miss my shot.
What did Eminem say? You only get one shot.
Do not miss your chance to blow. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime. Yo. So you got to give him credit for that. Shoot your shot, guys, whatever it is, whether it be a promotion, a new job, a new woman, a new opportunity, go for it.
As the lame song in Rocky V said, go for it.
No, I mean, that is like the moral of the story. This guy is marrying the biggest star in the world right now.
You know what? I watched
and she adores him. That's the other thing. That's great.
I watched I finally finished the Billy Joel documentary on HBO Max last night.
Mm-hmm.
Big Billy Joel fan. I'm an East Coast guy originally. And
I mean, we all are, but I don't like him after like 1981.
That's ridiculous. I feel like so many of his great songs were on that Stormfront album. I even like River of Dreams. You don't, but
that's corny.
We only do 80s, Billy Joel.
No, he doesn't even do that. He likes the Covino's like 52nd Street or nothing.
I stop at Moving Out and Still Rock and Roll to Me.
But
and
the
all
Uptown
that
Girl and all that's 80s.
I like Uptown Girl. What year is that? That's where
Those
I
are
stopped.
all 80s.
Yeah,
that's
but I stopped right there.
That's on the Christy Brinkley
but again,
inspired album.
He's a legend, and he's another guy who shot his shot, but he was also an international superstar who had all sorts of hot models all over.
So I bring up Billy Joel, and I compare this only because being a celebrity couple. What are you spying on me with your phone?
Sorry, man. I was
What are you doing?
Trying to capture some evidence on you.
You've got mail.
What are we doing? Sam's still using AOL.
They're listening, man.
Watching the Billy Joel documentary was a reminder that celebrity couples, well, there's fame and fortune and
glory.
Opportunity, as Short Round would say.
Fortune and glory.
It doesn't seem like it's all easy and awesome. So Travis Kelce and Taylor, you got to give them props for making it work. She's traveling around the world. They know they have the money to accommodate this world and life they live together, but it's not easy. As you saw, Billy Joel.
That's not what I thought you were going to say. I thought you were going to say, and I hate this expression, but this Dominican girl once told me this. She said, your fly has to match her fly. And meaning, like, you got to find your match in a lot of ways. You also have to find, like, your counterpart.
No doubt,
Opposites attract, the yin to your yang. But you can't have, like, two people living two completely different lifestyles.
Yeah, I mean,
and different expectations.
Christy Brinkley was an international model, and Billy Joel seemed like he was permanently on the road.
Yeah, but at least there's an understanding there, right?
Maybe with Taylor and Travis, not to be all gossipy, maybe there is a very safe light at the end of the tunnel for them. What does he play? 1-2 more years? Calls it a day, does his podcast with his brother, makes millions.
And that's just a few years of excitement for her because she seems to have embraced that side of his life.
And then
that's kind of cool.
As long as he doesn't get bored doing the podcast, and I'm sure he'll pop up on Fox or NBC or ABC or
We're
CBS
doing the
or
podcast.
Something.
It just made Guinness Book Records today.
I know. Just doing the podcast.
They're making ducats. They're making buttloads of money with that podcast.
My point is,
I don't care if he's sick of it or not. He's got to keep that gold mine going.
If he could keep that going with his bro and stay busy, she's going to keep making albums. And you know what? Good luck to them. We don't need to harp on it. I will say this. The one thing that shocked me.
It doesn't matter if you harp on it or not. The world is going to harp on it.
The one thing that shocked me is that it's very hard to get people to share your stuff and even to get your friends and family to like your stuff. It's very difficult to get support in whatever you do. You open a pizzeria, you think everyone you know is going to go to your pizzeria. They don't.
You get support from
strangers
and people you never expect.
I saw a really sad clip that said your best support comes from strangers and your most hate comes from the people you know.
It's really weird. I mean, we've experienced that.
Yeah.
I mean, aside from our family, how many people, close friends of yours, actually listen to the show? No, because you're a dope to them.
Yeah.
All the support we get is from people we met just randomly.
The people you met along the way, friends, like people you would consider close to you. Oh, Covino, I've never really checked out your show. Thousands of strangers do.
Yeah, they're always telling me about someone else's show.
So
I'm like, you realize I'm on Fox Sports, right? I'll be filling in for Dan Patrick on Monday.
Yeah, no, that's
No, they want to tell me about someone else, some Jabroni Jones's podcast. Like, I don't care about Jabroni Jones's podcast. Your buddy here. We went to high school. How about you check me out? I sent you the link. Did you follow it? Oh, yeah. I will.
Yeah, we're on the hundreds of affiliates with like potentially millions of listeners. Yeah, not for me. Yeah, but you're my friend.
No.
So I'm just saying support's hard to get. I bring that up because would you believe 6.5 million people have already shared this Taylor Swift post? Like, imagine, this is a stranger that you may just like her music. 6.5 million people shared it on their timeline. 450 to 500,000 by now have reposted it. That's wild. Like, I admire people, but can you imagine sharing and reposting millions of people?
People are really happy about it.
They must love them.
But again, for all those 6-7 million people really pumped about it, like, oh my God, this is like a real life Disney movie, right?
There's like women we know
There's
that I
gonna be
saw
a
on their
million-
Instagram story.
Yeah, but there's
There's
gonna be
women I
millions of
know.
people waiting for that
Bro,
moment where
there's-
one of these people slip and
Rich.
they're ready to trash
There's
the
women
story.
I know that posted on their Instagram story this, and they wrote like dead with like a skull emoji. I'm like, really? Like you're dead? Like you're that excited? Like, oh my God.
Women were screaming. We both know Macy Banks from The Highway on Sirius XM.
Yeah, I saw her go live to make the announcement, and she was like shaking in the studio.
Yeah, and then one of the girls from The Office like walked a Travis Kelce candle into the studio and lit it, and
Bro.
they were jumping up and down giddy.
Well,
It was crazy.
Well, you know, you got to remind yourself.
I don't want to be the grumpy pants in the studio.
No, go
In
for
fact,
it.
I'm wearing mine, and it's really hot out.
No,
So that's why I'm grumpy.
You put aside your Travis Matthews for grumpy pants.
Yeah, I'm wearing my. I don't want to be negative Norberto.
Oh, well, then say it so I could give you my point. What's your
But-
grumpiness?
And I'm not wishing anyone anything but the best, to be honest. I'm very happy for this story and their love story in their life. I really
there's a
think
but.
they've
Is there a
met their
but?
match. But I really don't give a diddly squat about the story. And that's what's odd, like to see people react the way you're saying, like shaking to talk about it. My goodness, man. You know how I feel about it? Get a life.
Hey, Covino.
That's how I feel about
I
it.
actually have some audio from you from earlier in the day after you found out.
Oh, yeah, let's hear it.
I don't give a rat's ass.
I really don't. But I do wish them well.
I think
do
it's a nice
like them
story.
both, and it's a nice story. But man, I don't really care that much. I don't care. I
It's-
don't. I mean,
it's-
didn't we expect that anyway? I
It's
was
a big
expecting
deal.
that.
You know,
Is there a surprise to this?
well, hold on. You got to.
I'll be more impressed when they pop out a kid. That's when the real challenges begin.
Can I raise a question?
Oh, hi, Isaac.
Hi. Who would you get that excited about, whether it be in the sports realm or otherwise?
Yo, Isaac, you read my mind. That's what you and I oddly connected right now.
You guys getting engaged?
Isaac, why are you backing out of the room? No, Isaac, you took the words right out of my mouth, meatloaf style. I was just going to say, Covino, we got to remember that men and women like and care about different things. The same way I would be so fired up if, like, I'll tell you what I'm fired up about. The Mets are calling up a rookie pitcher, and my buddies on our thread are like, yo, Tong's coming up. They're calling up the Japanese rookie. They're excited about that the way women are about Taylor Swift. When Anthony Volpe hits a home run,
If it makes people
you wear
happy.
his shirt the next
I'm
day.
more excited about Cam Schlittler's start for the Yankees the
Dude,
other night.
last week. Who?
Cam Schlittler. This guy is the
Careful
real
now.
deal.
Yeah, you don't have to.
Holyfield.
You don't have to beep him.
I said Schlittler. That's
Covino.
his name. This
It's an
guy,
interesting name.
He's got some real major league pedigree. He's that solid number 3 guy, maybe number 2 that the Yankees are looking for. And honestly, what's better than a nice solid number 2?
I hope he's a solid number 2 for
Yeah.
our bets purpose.
But I really don't care. And I'm not trying to downplay the story because nothing I say can downplay the magnitude and magnitude of the amount of shares and retweets we're talking about and how everyone's talking about it. I'm just not surprised by it. Wish him the best. I did see our boy, what was that divorce lawyer? James Sexton. What was his name?
James Sexton. I like that guy. Yeah.
He's a really great dude. I saw that he was hanging out with our buddy KFC, or KFC reposted it. I don't know. But we used to interview this guy, and his whole thing was, look, I wish them the best, and they're a great couple, but if I were Taylor Swift and she's worth billions and she's got her catalog of music, she's been in failed relationships before. Things are great now, but life changes, people change. Prenup, 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 prenup.
You said Jimmy McGill?
Not Jimmy McGill.
No, not Jimmy McGill.
Not Slippin' Jimmy. Slippin' Jimmy Sexton.
Which is he's a good guy.
He's like a divorce lawyer who actually said that he'd give free prenups to all NFL draft picks in 2025.
I remember that.
Yeah, he's a funny dude, but he's a good dude.
We could get him on the show if you want to talk
Yeah,
about this
he's
maybe
cool.
tomorrow. But Covino, I knew we'd find where we want to go with this because it's just such a big headline, and you and I were
It's an
before
announcement first and first most.
Yeah.
So everybody's talking about it. So.
Before the show, you and I were trying to figure out, you can't ignore the biggest pop star in the world and one of the biggest faces of the NFL.
Not at all.
Tying announcing their engagement.
No. And when I say, I just want to make this clear that I don't care that much. I'm not trying to be rude, and I'm not trying to say we shouldn't be talking about it. It's the biggest story. I acknowledge that. It's something we have to bring up.
Again, men and women care about different things.
Yep.
The same way I go on my timeline, and women I'm friends with are like, OMG, posting pictures of Taylor. That's the equivalent, no joke, of you wearing last week an Anthony Volpe T-shirt to work the day after he hit a home run. Like, you can't make it sound like that's cooler just because you're a guy.
I'm just trying to show
It's the
support.
same thing. Oh, but what do you think they're doing by reposting Taylor?
Of course.
Well, think about it. When their girlfriends get engaged, this is how they react to that. And so this is that on steroids.
Bro, did you see the video of me when Lindor hit a home run last year against the Phillies in the playoffs? I was here at Fox. The video I posted, you would have thought, who is this maniac? So to say we don't get excited about sports, have you ever seen me watch a 49ers game that's close?
No, that's true. I get it. We root for sports in a childlike way. We get really excited, and that's women for Taylor Swift.
I know.
guess.
So that's why I'm saying you always have to keep it in perspective.
Or love.
If-
and I'm
if-
not hating on love. Love is what?
One of my
All you need is love.
love is a many splendid thing.
Yeah.
Love will find a way.
Look what you've done to me.
Love is a battlefield. Love, all you need is. All right, my friend Nicole, who I do my parenting podcast with, have kids, I said.
Yeah, but you talk about smut the whole time.
That is true.
We talk more parenting on our show than you do.
Today's her birthday, and she reposted the Taylor Swift story, and she's like, what a great birthday present. I had to hit her up and be like, are you serious?
Maybe people also like to just join the party and the bandwagon.
I know,
of the hype.
but the same way she said, what a birthday present, and reposted Taylor, I got to remind myself, my birthday is October 7th. I went to the Mets playoff game on my birthday, and I was like, what a birthday. So, again, it's really just what you care about. So give ladies some grace today.
Oh, yeah.
Because,
it is what it is. I'm not mad at anybody.
the same way you would post Giancarlo walk-off and be all pumped. That's a woman being like, did you see the Kardashians did whatever? We care about different things. But I thought you brought up a great point. So let's move to this.
I
and
did?
Then, oddly, you did.
Wow.
We're going to get to a lot of NFL today. I even saw an Aaron Rodgers headline that I want to get to. And
Oh, gosh.
I know Aaron
Are
Rodgers.
you
and
going to go from Taylor Swift to Aaron Rodgers? You trying to kill me today?
These are Danny's.
Yeah, we're going to talk about LeBron James next.
And then LeBron, Danny, and then I'm going to
And
talk
then
about
Shedeur Sanders.
Then I'm going to talk about the
Wow.
AFC West and how they're all better than the Raiders. No, but Aaron Rodgers, this might be something to
I'd
get
rather
to.
hear that.
By
Might
the way,
be-
Rich, you're extra hyped up about this, though. I can hear it in your voice.
Yeah, I pictured
Right?
you skipping in your living room this morning when you
Yeah.
found out the news.
You could pretend like, women are pumped about this. Like, I can hear it in your voice,
no,
and in just the voice, the level of your voice.
I just feel like it's.
either you got extra energy or you're super pumped.
I have
about
extra
it.
energy
okay.
because we didn't. This was the only thing we did today. We didn't do a podcast.
I can tell. Yeah.
But it is extra. I look at it like this will provide content. We live in a content world. Every morning when I wake up, same as Covino and Danny and all producers and hosts, we look for things to talk about. So when the biggest star in the world gets engaged, you're like, ooh, what's the angle? And it was hard to find one for this because you're like, oh, yeah, you could go with the typical, who cares? Do you care? I don't want to talk about that. I like Covino's, do you think at this level they have to get a prenup?
We want prenup. We want prenup.
Hey, he signed a big NFL contract, even a bigger podcast contract. But then again, she's a billionaire with a B.
Well, she's got a team and
So,
she's got lawyers. I think
I
it
mean-
would be in everybody in her team's best interest if that was automatic, hydromatic.
be?
Because he's a guy that could survive. He's done very
Yeah,
well on his own. He
he's
doesn't
fine.
need to be dipping into her billions.
Could it
I
be
think that's an
a-
understood thing, and I think people always love to say, well, you're just jinxing the relationship. No, it's just protecting, like, sometimes the inevitable. 60% of marriages I think it's at like close to 60 now, and in divorce or some sort of swinging situation. So, you got to protect yourself. Protect your neck.
Here's my thought. At their level, without each other, they are not just fine. They are extraordinarily fine. We're talking about a billionaire and a guy with probably hundreds of millions, right?
If it was you,
with
Rich,
that said,
wouldn't you sign? I'd be like, yeah, sure. I'd sign.
Yeah, no. If I'm Travis Kelce, yes. My question though is, do they even discuss it? Maybe that's something where it's like, hey, my agent and lawyer is going to talk to yours. Let them handle it. And maybe it's a simple, whatever you came in with, you leave with, and we split properties and assets. They are both ridiculously wealthy.
I always think about this, like, hey, whatever we build together moving forward, that sort of thing.
No, and you leave with what you came in with.
Right.
That's all.
So
big story, though.
I do wish him the best, but I also have to play the side of honest, and what I think a lot of guys listening to this probably are thinking. However, your wives and girlfriends are super pumped about it. So like Rich said, give them grace. It's more like just understand. You get pretty pumped about, I don't know, WrestleMania or, your football team made a sweet draft pick. Your baseball team is in a playoff run. You get just excited.
Bro,
this is their Super Bowl. This is their excitement.
If you post on your TikTok, Instagram, or Facebook page about your fantasy football team, or John Cena when he turned heel, or the
you
Lakers,
know how many women their eyes were rolling in the back of their head. They're like,
when the Lakers got Luka, Danny G, if he was a woman, would have posted on Instagram, "OMG,
exactly.
dead."
So this is that for them. I think that's the best point you made.
I mean, that's.
We do react differently though, because I didn't run to social media and post anything. We were in Vegas, remember? Late that night, everybody was talking about it, but do we run and have to publicly address it?
People will go for an NFL schedule release, and I don't even get that amped up about it. I gotta run tweet about it.
Abnormally amped about that. You know me in schedule watching. I was, oh no.
Rich loves to look at the schedule game.
Schedule watching. I already looked at the 2026 baseball schedule today. It's out.
Remember how I said I blame everything, all my ailments on COVID, not getting older, just like COVID?
Yeah.
I feel like excitement levels are just not the same either after COVID.
Oh, you got COVID.
Yeah, I used to be so pumped about, baseball playoffs and everything. After COVID, what does it all mean anyway?
I can't reach my dopamine.
So guys,
some of the joy out of your life.
Yeah, if you think like life feels a little more bland, probably COVID.
Yeah, how many years? 5 years later? Yeah, sure.
I think when you think about it, has life really ever been the same? Think about it.
Well, listen, coming up, we're going to get to a lot of fun. Danny G's super pumped because Aaron Rodgers, we're going to touch on that. your favorite guy.
I'd rather talk Super Bowl predictions.
You know what?
Here.
There is a list of where your team ranks in the Super Bowl possibilities. We're going to get to that next. An NFL on Fox list. We'll talk some NFL. But you know what? I want to dissect real quickly something Aaron Rodgers said. I'll give you the quote, and we'll talk about it maybe in a little bit.
Where did this come from?
He said...
You just saw this
Yeah,
now?
I just saw this.
All right, let me hear this.
Things are way easier when expectations are low. Do you buy into that, or do you have an expectation for yourself?
I was thinking that today about you brought up Anthony Volpe.
Yeah.
They passed on so many. They meaning the Yankees passed on, Corey Seager, so many major possible opportunities to fill that spot, and they passed on everything because they hyped up Anthony Volpe for so many years to be the next coming of Derek Jeter, the next superstar in the league. And I think when the expectations are so high, it's very hard to ever meet them, let alone exceed them.
I think Cam Ward is the luckiest dude in town.
How about Caleb Williams? So many people saying that if he doesn't do it this year, it's like he's got to do it this year. He's got to make an impact this year. When expectations are high like that, I don't know, man.
You even just ignored me when I said Cam Ward. Point proven. Cam Ward, no one cares about it. They're talking about a third-string quarterback in Cleveland and quarterbacks from last year and Aaron Rodgers. And Cam Ward's thinking, I could have what a rookie season should look like, and no one's going to be bothering me in Tennessee. So we'll talk about expectations. We'll talk about NFL a lot coming up next. Right here, your buds, Covino and Rich, on a very special Taylor and Travis Tuesday
Clearly,
show.
you're excited.
Woo!
Well, the
Oh my God,
rivalries,
Dad.
the marching bands, the upsets. Saturday just got way more fun. College football is back. Think you know the game? Put your knowledge to the test with DraftKings Sportsbook and turn your picks into big payouts with live betting. Rivalry weeks, odds, boosts, and
Did
more.
you say rivalry week?
You say rivalry real fast, you bonehead.
Rivalry week.
Oh, my God. I want to choke this guy. DraftKings
With
Sportsbook
DraftKings.
has everything you need to own every Saturday.
Well, let me tell you this. There are 91 games over a 5-day span, giving us approximately 40 hours of college football from that Thursday to Monday. So get on it.
I heard there's lots of good what, Rich?
There's lots of good rivalries.
You can't say it either.
Hey, here's something special. DraftKings first-time customers bet $5, get $300 in bonus bets instantly. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Use our code. See our show. See our show. That's code.
That's
See
a
our
good
show.
way to have people remember it. Just go, see our show.
New customers get $300 in bonus bets instantly. Betting just $5. Again, in partnership with DraftKings Sportsbook. The crown is yours.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call
It's Covino and Rich on
877-8-HOPE-NY or
Fox
text
Sports Radio. Are you ready?
467-369.
We talk
In
about
Connecticut,
pop culture,
help is
we talk about
available for
sports,
problem
we talk about
gambling.
life.
Call
It's a friendship on the radio. When you talk about the
888-789-7777
best
or visit
athlete in the world, you're probably
ccpg.org.
thinking Jim
Please
Thorpe,
play
right?
responsibly.
I'm thinking Bo
On behalf of
Jackson.
Boot
I'd
Hill
have to
Casino
throw
and Resort in
myself at the age
Kansas,
of 12
fees
into
may
the
apply in
conversation.
Illinois.
You are the home run
21 plus
champion.
age
When
and
you find the
eligibility
commonalities
varies by
between sports
jurisdiction.
and life,
Void in
those
Ontario.
analogies and
Bonus
conversations
bets
are the
expire
best.
7 days after
dating some
issuance.
girl,
For
and
additional
you were like,
terms and
"Hey,
responsible
babe,
gaming resources,
let's watch The Sixth Sense."
cdkng.co/audio.
Her mom walked in. Can you believe he was dead the whole time? I wanted to get up.
Well, slow down, Dana White.
I don't want to say. It's never boring.
If the Chiefs win,
Sorry, Patrick Mahomes here. What do you mean by if the Chiefs win?
Our friendship is real. It's authentic. You can't fake the funk.
we're the type of guys you'd want to hang out with at a sports bar. Best way to pick someone up at a bar?
Yeah.
Go up to a cute girl and say, "Oh, look at that bozo over there," and I'll point to you. We could make fun of each other, poke each other a little bit.
I call him Blubber Lips, Rich Davis, because he never stops talking.
He thinks he's the Mexican Fonz.
Yeah.
At any point, he's wearing a chain. You have a chain on?
Always.
Of course he has a chain on.
That's like asking me if I'm wearing cologne right now. Of course I am. We take a lot of pride in being inclusive and interactive on our show. Just the more the merrier.
Josh, Covino thinks that every man should own a leather jacket.
I only wear vegan leather.
Can you believe this guy?
I can't believe this guy. We have a very special connection with our audience, our listeners. People feel that friendship.
And I appreciate your show. I love it.
It's all for you. Thank you.
Mike Tyson, Covino, loves to just challenge us with random Mike Tyson trivia.
Which accomplished celebrity purchased my sprawling Connecticut estate?
I'm going to go 50 Cent.
You are absolutely correct. 50 Cent. I love his song.
You can't schedule a big event during
can't.
a big sports moment.
My family member scheduled their wedding the same night as a Julio Cesar Chavez fight. Everyone was glued to that fight instead of doing the electric slide.
This is weak.
Unbelievable. You're very tricky.
America, you got sports, you got fun, you got us.
Covino and Rich.
We're crushing it.
Wake up, it's two pros and a cup of Joe, Fox Sports Radio. You ready? Yes.
I'm Colin Cowherd. This is The Herd.
You are listening to The Dan Patrick Show.
It's the odd couple. You know what time it is. Let's get it. Fox Sports Radio. Bigger, bolder, and better than anyone in the game. Fox Sports Radio is the #1 sports audio network.
Diverse, fun, entertaining, and driven by the big sports topics of the day.
They had to bolster the offensive line, which they did.
You finally said something right. Congratulations.
That game was incredible. You are wrong.
You could take that trash somewhere else. Wham!
We have a very special connection with our audience, our listeners. People feel that friendship.
And I appreciate you all so. I love it.
It's all for you. Thank you.
I'm your favorite fan.
Thank you.
Love you. You're very talented. You're the best.
Thanks for taking my call.
Sure.
Great show.
Thank you, Jim. You sound like Joe Pesci.
How am I funny to you?
I can't help but notice that the W-2s for the quarterback look a lot higher.
That's because we're worth it. You gotta be kidding.
He never was an elite quarterback.
This team is unstoppable.
He made the right call.
You know that's right.
LeBron James is a legend.
No, he's not. He complains all the time.
You say Brady's the greatest quarterback of all time, but Eli Manning beat him twice. Wrong. Wrong. For 25 years, Fox Sports Radio has dominated the sports audio landscape with the biggest talent and the best programming available. We talk sports and we have fun doing it. We talk about life.
Sports radio is where you go after the games are over, and then the discussion begins.
If the Chiefs win,
Sorry, Patrick Mahomes here. What do you mean by if the Chiefs win?
It is live. It is unscripted. No other medium can touch that.
And that's what makes it special.
Yes.
Who wants some?
Bigger, bolder, better. We are Fox Sports Radio. Yeah. It's Covino and Rich on Fox
every
Sports
wedding
Radio.
Since it came out. And we'll probably play it Taylor and Travis's wedding. Crazy in Love.
I hope I get invited. That'd be cool. Covino and Rich, live from the Fox Sports Radio studio. I can't wait to do the worm to this song across the dance floor. But I don't conga, Rich. Steve Covino doesn't join the conga line. The second I hear Buster Poindexter, I'm in the bathroom checking my hair.
That's a lot of things you don't do. You're sort of a stick in the mud.
I don't Jenga. I don't play giant Jenga.
Yeah, if you're at a bar and there's like big Jenga.
I don't play board games. Once you bust them out, I go home. Once Rich wants to show YouTube videos at a party, I'm like, all right, I'm out. I don't sit around for that either.
What else?
But
you never say goodbye to people. You just leave.
Yeah. I don't need like a grand goodbye, a big send off. But happy to be here. I do love being here, hanging out with you guys. Again, favorite 2 hours of the day. Nobody bothering me. Covino and Rich on Fox Sports Radio, live from the Fox Sports Radio studios. And please, if you like our show, you want to watch it live, hey, share this. Over 6 million people shared the Kelce wedding announcement. Just share our stupid link. It's free. And subscribe.
I'd settle for thousands. 6.5 million people don't need to share this.
If 10 people did it, I'd be pumped. Again, at Covino and Rich FSR on YouTube. At Covino and Rich FSR. We're streaming live. All our videos are there. Our bonus podcast is there. Again, youtube.com/at Covino and Rich FSR. So the big news today, Kelce and Swift engaged. Rich pointed out the amount of people that get excited and love to share the news about people they really don't know. We also made the correlation that, well, people get excited about this the same way you get excited about your team making the playoffs or a big acquisition.
I thought about it because I just saw a lot of women are doing reaction videos. And while we could make fun and be like, oh, my God, Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce, who cares? If you had a reaction video of me when the Mets signed Juan Soto, you probably would have been like, man, look at that guy.
Well, I got one more observation before we get to the phone calls and give away prizes. Showtime Mahomes trivia. We'll talk some NFL. Rich wants to talk Aaron Rodgers.
You should have saw the New York in Vegas. That's where we were when Luka got traded to the Lakers. Every guy was to look at his phone, chatting it up. So, again, it's just really a matter of what you're interested in.
I saw Danny G chest bump somebody. He was so pumped. Jumped in the air, chest bump.
Yeah, but it has to do with a game that we're excited to then watch him play for a different team in. We are not attached to Taylor Swift in the same way. Like, we're not going to, like you said, or what Covino was alluding to, he's not going to be at her wedding.
So
that's true. There is
some of this is imaginary.
Another observation. This only really happens to celebrities, but it does happen to people on a smaller level. I'm seeing so many different headlines about the announcement, right? Kelce and Swift are engaged. We see the imagery and the images. But I see a lot of, dopey pictures of Travis Kelce. Like, the main TMZ one is when he's wearing that stupid bucket hat, right? So, you remember that, goofy, dopey-looking Gucci?
And it almost looks like he has makeup on.
Yeah, he has, a green and red, dopey-looking bucket hat. And imagine that was shared, over and over again. Or a picture you weren't a fan of was just shared millions and millions of times for your big announcement. Kind of hate that. Something I noticed. But anyway.
Oh, it's like my Abe Lincoln theory.
What's your Abe Lincoln theory? He used to slay vampires?
Yeah, besides that, what if he really wasn't into the top hat that much, but in the few, photos and paintings and drawings, he had the top hat, so we now are like, Abe Lincoln.
Yeah. Kelce wore that dopey bucket hat one time. We all saw it because it was, I don't know, was that some big event?
There was a lot of Abe Lincoln without a beard, too,
and
by the way.
It's everywhere today. He'll be remembered for this for the rest of his life. So, your phone calls, congratulations again, Kelce and Swift. Wish them the best. But it's amazing to see the amount of coverage and how excited people are about this. We're not hating on it by any means. I think Kelce's cool. I think Swift is sweet. I think they're a great couple. Let's go to the phone calls and just wrap it up.
Travis in SoCal. What's up, Trav?
Yeah, Steve, I think you're more excited about the weekend guy's pompadour than you are about Taylor's engagement.
Dude, have you seen Moneyline Monaco's pompadour?
You love this guy.
Yeah, he's on weekends here on Fox Sports. It's something to marvel at. It's just incredible. You know what? I am, actually. I see that, and I'm like, man, I did a slow clap when I saw it on social media.
That photo should get shared 6.5 million times.
Those are hair goals.
Okay.
Look them up.
Please clap.
Before we get into NFL Super Bowl stuff and the tier rankings and Aaron Rodgers, let me ask you, what would provide excitement for you? You're a grown-ass man and a grown-ass man. What would get you excited the way a lot of women are posting reaction videos? I just saw a woman, a broadcaster. She was behind a news desk during a commercial, and they filmed her, and she has her phone. And she's like, oh, my God. And she's, flipping out at this. Maybe it's the same. Like I said, the only thing I can think of is when your team acquires a big player and all your buddies text you at the same time.
How about hitting the lottery, things like that.
Come on.
Something
Lottery,
unexpected. This is very expected to me. Maybe a little sooner than I expected, but still not surprised.
They've been dating 18 months, right?
Yeah,
Something
but it's
that.
like
We're
a crazy.
It's a little soon.
It feels a little soon, but it's a major
also
love
expected.
story, and you gotta.
I'll give you
You
one.
gotta strike when it's hot. Man.
I'll give you one.
Yeah.
The Mets just announced that Alvarez, the injury isn't as severe as they may have thought, so Francisco Alvarez will be back soon. When Aaron Judge had that health scare, and there was a thought ooh, maybe he's out the whole year.
Oh, his elbow inflammation?
Yeah, when you got that alert where it's Aaron Judge, the MRIs and everything came back fine.
No, for me,
you probably gave him a little fist pump.
It's case by case, but it would be something unexpected. Like I said, this is not surprising to me. Something unexpected, like if producer Spot came walking in, who's been with his wife for 15 years, and all of a sudden out of nowhere, he's like, "Guys, what? We're having a baby." I'm like, "No way,
yeah,
dude!"
That was
that's
freaking out.
unexpected, right? So unexpected good news would get me that excited. This is very expected good news.
No, what about when I was Sam got a haircut?
Oh, I was pretty excited about that.
Shocking, stunning.
Shocking,
I thought I would never say this on our show, but can we move on to Aaron Rodgers?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, well,
can we get Danny G? Can we isolate that?
You know what? Let's go to Isla first. I'll gather my Aaron Rodgers thoughts and we'll discuss. What's up, Ilo?
Well, what's up? Travis Kelce has placed the franchise tag on Taylor Swift. Yes, the Chiefs tight end and the music superstar announcing their engagement today on Instagram with the caption, "Your English teacher and your gym teacher are getting married."
Yo, Ilo, I have two other quick thoughts. Do you think the podcast like a week ago was almost a soft launch, and the fact that everyone received it so well was like their almost go-ahead to like, all right, let's do it? And do you think the Chiefs put the picture of her and Travis in their Hall of Honor knowing they'd get engaged? Because I don't think you do that.
Who thinks of these questions?
If they're not getting engaged. No, if
You've cracked it, Sherlock.
Like, Danny, they posted a picture of Taylor Swift in the Chiefs Hall of Honor. Do they do that if they don't have the feeling they're going to get engaged?
I think it was more than a feeling.
Come on. I think they knew.
No more and then.
In fact, some horticulturalists are probably going to analyze the foliage in the background of that garden shot and determine that the proposal actually happened 2 months ago.
Yeah.
And they were just planning the soft launch ever since then.
See?
That's very savvy of you, by the way.
Well, think about it. I'm trying to be like
Don't
that.
play into his weird little conspiracy theory
I'm trying to
questions.
be like that. I'm trying to be like that. You saw that girl on social media that deduced that Taylor Swift will be the halftime show? Because she said it took her, she thinks about sourdough 60% of the time, and they're like, sourdough, San Francisco, sourdough Sam, Super Bowl's in San Francisco.
Oh, my
Super Bowl
gosh.
60. Wow. So, I mean,
I would say to
sleuth,
her
man.
and to you, next do the Kennedy assassination. It's been long enough.
Yeah.
Anyway, elsewhere we go to, what was previously Miss Swift's specialty, breakups, because it's roster cutdown day in the NFL. The New York Giants, too soon? The New York Giants are releasing quarterback Tommy DeVito. The Washington Commanders waived. Yes, I know. What was that other sound?
I just did a little.
That's
Okay.
he went to disappointment.
No, he went to Stilettos outside of Giant Stadium for a little.
You know,
Stilettos, nice place.
He had a good send-off, though. He put up some big numbers in his last appearance, and all the botchagloops that we grew up with on the East Coast were like, ooh, DeVito Cutlets! Oh! And he got a good send-off. Will he be picked up is the question.
We'll be watching that.
Gabagool.
So stilettos, you say. Anyway, the Washington Commanders waived quarterback Sam Hartman. The Carolina Panthers released receiver Hunter Renfrow. Seahawks releasing receiver Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Browns releasing receiver Deontay Johnson. Packers releasing receiver McCole Hardman. The New Orleans Saints named Spencer Rattler their starting quarterback. Rookie Tyler Shuck will be the backup. Saints also released running back Clyde Edwards-Helaire and moved Taysom Hill to the physically unable to perform list. And NFL media reports the Los Angeles Chargers moving running back Najee Harris from the non-football injury list to the active roster. It was Harris who had missed the entire preseason and training camp after suffering an eye injury in a 4th of July fireworks mishap. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Lowenkron.
Guy that caught a game-winning touchdown in the Super Bowl, McCole Hardman, right? He caught a
that's right.
He caught a game-winning overtime touchdown in the Super Bowl. Grand opening, grand closing, he's cut. And for the 49er fans like me, T.O.'s son got cut. Tariq Owens.
But you'll always have that touchdown reception in the last preseason game.
Exactly. Thank you, Ilo. We're going to talk some Aaron Rodgers. And you know what? I do want to talk some Tommy Cutlets next, right here. Covino and Rich on Fox Sports Radio.
It's Covino and Rich on Fox Sports Radio. Are you ready?
Yes! We talk about pop culture, we talk about sports, we talk about life.
It's a friendship on the radio. When you talk about the best athlete in the world, you're probably thinking Jim Thorpe, right?
I'm thinking
joking.
Bo Jackson.
I'd have to throw myself at the age of 12 into the conversation.
You are the home run champion. When you find the commonality between sports and life, those analogies and conversations are the best.
You were dating some girl, and you were like, "Hey, babe, let's watch The Sixth Sense." Her mom walked in. "Can you believe he was dead the whole time?"
I wanted to get up.
Well, slow down, Dana White.
I don't want to say It's never boring.
If the Chiefs win,
Sorry, Patrick Mahomes here. What do you mean by if the Chiefs win?
Our friendship is real. It's authentic. You can't fake the funk.
We're the type of guys you'd want to hang out with at a sports bar. Best way to pick someone up at a bar?
Yeah.
Go up to a cute girl and say, "Oh, look at that bozo over there," and I'll point to you. We could make fun of each other, poke each other a little bit.
I call him Blubber Lips, Rich Davis, because he never stops talking.
He thinks he's the Mexican Fonz.
Yeah.
At any point, he's wearing a chain. You have a chain on?
Always.
Of course he has a chain on.
That's like asking me if I'm wearing cologne right now. Of course I am. take a lot of pride in being inclusive and interactive on our show. Just the more the merrier.
Josh, Covino thinks that every man should own a leather jacket.
I only wear vegan leather.
Can you believe this guy? I can't believe this guy. We have a very special connection with our audience, our listeners. People feel that friendship.
And I appreciate you all so. I love it.
It's all for you. Thank you. Mike Tyson, Covino, loves to just challenge us with random Mike Tyson trivia.
Which accomplished celebrity purchased my sprawling Connecticut estate?
I'm going to go 50 Cent.
You are absolutely correct, 50 Cent. I love his song.
You can't schedule a big event during a big sports moment.
My family member scheduled their wedding the same night as a Julio Cesar Chavez fight. Everyone was glued to that fight instead of doing the electric slide.
This is weak.
Unbelievable. You're very tricky.
America, you got sports, you got fun, you got us.
Covino and Rich.
We're crushing it. Wake up, it's two pros and a cup of Joe, Fox Sports Radio.
You ready?
Yes.
I'm Colin Cowherd. This is The Herd.
You are listening to The Dan Patrick Show.
It's the odd couple. You know what time it is. Let's get it.
Fox Sports Radio. Bigger, bolder, and better than anyone in the game.
Fox Sports Radio is the #1 sports audio network.
Diverse, fun, entertaining, and driven by the big sports topics of the day.
They had to bolster the offensive line, which they did.
You finally said something right. Congratulations.
That game was incredible. You are wrong.
You could take that trash somewhere else. Wham!
We have a very special connection with our audience, our listeners. People feel that friendship.
And I appreciate you all so. I love it.
It's all for you. Thank you.
I'm your favorite fan.
Thank you.
Love you. You're very talented. You're the best.
Thanks for taking my call.
Sure.
Great show.
Thank you, Jim. You sound like Joe Pesci.
How am I funny to you?
I can't help but notice that the W-2s for the quarterback look a lot higher.
That's because we're worth it.
You gotta be kidding. He never was an elite quarterback.
This team is unstoppable. He made the right call. You know that's right.
LeBron James is a legend.
No, he's not. He complains all the time.
You say Brady's the greatest quarterback of all time, but Eli Manning beat him twice. Wrong. Wrong.
For 25 years, Fox Sports Radio has dominated the sports audio landscape.
With the biggest talent and the best programming available. We talk sports and we have fun doing it. We talk about life.
Sports radio is where you go after the games are over, and then the discussion begins.
If the Chiefs win,
Sorry, Patrick Mahomes here. What do you mean by if the Chiefs win?
It is live. It is unscripted. No other medium can touch that.
And that's what makes it special. Yes.
Who wants some?
Bigger,
Bolder.
better.
We are Fox Sports Radio.
Yeah.
oh, I don't know if you guys know. I do a great Al Bundy impression. Ready? A fat woman came into the shoe store today, Peg.
Oh, my God. I thought that was Ed O'Neill.
No, Ed O'Neill's not here, everybody.
Wow.
Hey, Covino and Rich. Love and marriage.
Patrick Mahomes is going to be on our show next hour.
Yeah, he'll be here soon. Maybe we should do a Ed O'Neill trivia. I wanted to bring up a few things as we do it live.
Rich, that was a carbon copy of the line you did in a promo doing the Ed O'Neill.
Because that's what every time I think.
That's the only line you have.
4 touchdowns, 1
There you
game.
go.
Pull
All right,
Kai,
there we
Peg.
go. Well done.
Did you ever see the...
What do you used to call Marcy, a chicken next door?
Did you ever see the clip, though, of Al Bundy when he's playing the outfield? It was a parody of another movie. I forget what movie it is.
I know the baseball episode of...
Yeah.
Yeah, it was great.
And he's in the outfield, and they're like, is that Al Bundy who scored 4 touchdowns in one game?
Yes. It's fantastic.
And it was like he's a legend. Anyway, that's not the play of the
Well,
day.
we got to do the play of the day, and if it's not Al Bundy, it's got to be the big dumper, Cal Raleigh. Why not making it even 50?
The 3-2 on the way to Cal. Swinging a well-hit ball deep to left field. Heading to the upper deck. Stay fair. Upper deck. Goodbye baseball. Number 50 for Cal Raleigh. He becomes one of only 33 members of the 50 home run club. And the magical season just continues for Cal Raleigh. Holy smokes, what a shot.
As an Aaron Judge fan, I roll my eyes, but I give him a slow clap, too, at the same time.
Well, Danny's happy because beating up on the Padres put your Dodgers back in first place.
Yeah, I was loving that.
That's the Tire Rack play of the day. Props to Cal Raleigh. Mariners went on to beat the Padres 9-6 as courtesy of Mariners Radio Network. And again, thanks again to Tire Rack. For over 40 years, Tire Rack has been helping customers find the right tires for how, what, and where they drive. Ship fast and free, backed by free road hazard protection with convenient installation options like mobile tire installation. TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be. You mentioned Al Bundy and how he roamed the outfield in that weird episode. It was actually an 8-man out. Remember 8-man out? We're like, is that Shoeless Joe Jackson? And people weren't sure if it was Shoeless Joe Jackson just like playing. That's what they were doing with Al Bundy in that weird episode. Look it up. It's funny as hell.
One of the best TV shows of our lifetime, Married with Children.
It's one of, and I saw a clip. It's funny you bring that up. I saw a random clip today. I was taking a flight back to Los Angeles. I saw Bud Bundy talking about how it was like the #1 rated show amongst prisoners for some reason. Yeah, he was very proud of that. Yeah, because it was a dangerous comedy. It was like it was very cutting edge and edgy at the time, so it appealed to that type of edgy guy.
Jeez,
or criminal. However you want to look at it.
Yeah,
I don't know if that's a category you want to lead the league in.
Bud Bundy brought up 2 shows. He said, I don't know, like
Murder, She Wrote.
Yeah,
and
no, I was like Cops or whatever. I don't know. And Married with Children were the 2 highest rated amongst criminals, basically. So anyway, thank you guys. Props to Al Bundy. Thank you for being here as Covino and Rich, Steve Covino and Rich Davis. And you brought up Aaron Rodgers sort of out of left field because you saw
Al Bundy.
Because you saw some quote that he said about expectations.
Yeah, I want to get to that, but I really want to focus on Tommy DeVito real quick first.
I don't think you have focus on anything. That's what I think.
Tommy DeVito.
I think you don't want to focus, period.
Tommy DeVito is a guy that
he's done.
Was the quarterback for the New York Giants, as you know.
I
do wonder. I do wonder. Like, there's an analogy that's a weird one, but we could think of others. Where something only works under a certain set of circumstances. There was a radio DJ in New York when we lived on the East Coast. Let's say his name is Goomba Johnny.
I mean, let's say.
His
That's
name is
his
Goomba,
name.
yeah. But, like, he's a guy, or there was another guy, Brooklyn's own Joe Causey. There were guys that were on the radio in New York that I wondered, could they really ever be on the radio anywhere else and have it work?
They were appealing to their audience in a different time. You know, they weren't playing that national game that it turned into. They were trying to appeal to their people.
So you could be the number one. You could be the number one guy in your city or market, but you realize it wouldn't translate other places. I feel that way about Tommy DeVito. I feel like it was perfect. It was Tommy Cutlets, Italian, East Coast, Jersey, New York. Could Tommy Cutlets go to like Indianapolis or Jacksonville or somewhere else?
He's gonna have a much shorter leash.
But I just feel like the fan base there wouldn't be the embracing of it.
They don't even get the Cutlets reference.
So with that said, I almost feel like it's New York or bust for Cutlets. Your thoughts? We'll talk some Aaron Rodgers as well coming up. Hang tight.
It's Covino and Rich on Fox Sports Radio. Are you ready?
Yes! We talk about pop culture, we talk about sports, we talk about life.
It's a friendship on the radio. When you talk about the best athlete in the world, you're probably thinking Jim Thorpe, right?
I'm thinking
joking.
Bo Jackson.
I'd have to throw myself at the age of 12 into the conversation.
You are the home run champion. When you find the commonality between sports and life, those analogies and conversations are the best.
You were dating some girl, and you were like, "Hey, babe, let's watch The Sixth Sense." Her mom walked in. "Can you believe he was dead the whole time?"
I wanted to get up.
Well, slow down, Dana White.
I don't want to say It's never boring.
If the Chiefs win,
Sorry, Patrick Mahomes here. What do you mean by if the Chiefs win?
Our friendship is real. It's authentic. You can't fake the fun.
We're the type of guys you'd want to hang out with at a sports bar. Best way to pick someone up at a bar?
Yeah.
Go up to a cute girl and say, "Oh, look at that bozo over there," and I'll point to you. We could make fun of each other, poke each other a little bit.
I call him Blubber Lips, Rich Davis, because he never stops talking.
He thinks he's the Mexican Fonz.
Yeah.
At any point, he's wearing a chain. You have a chain on?
Always.
Of course he has a chain on.
That's like asking me if I'm wearing cologne right now. Of course I am. We take a lot of pride in being inclusive and interactive on our show. Just the more the merrier.
Josh, Covino thinks that every man should own a leather jacket.
I only wear vegan leather.
Can you believe this guy?
I can't believe this guy. We have a very special connection with our audience, our listeners. People feel that friendship.
And I appreciate y'all so. I love it.
It's all for you. Thank you.
Mike Tyson, Covino, loves to just challenge us with random Mike Tyson trivia.
Which accomplished celebrity purchased my sprawling Connecticut estate?
I'm going to go 50 Cent.
You are absolutely correct, 50 Cent. I love his song.
You can't schedule a big event during
can't.
a big sports moment.
My family member scheduled their wedding the same night as a Julio Cesar Chavez fight. Everyone was glued to that fight instead of doing the electric slide.
This is weak.
Unbelievable. You're very tricky.
America, you got sports, you got fun, you got us.
Covino and Rich.
We're crushing it. Wake up, it's two pros and a cup of Joe, Fox Sports Radio.
You ready?
Yes.
I'm Colin Cowherd. This is The Herd.
You are listening to The Dan Patrick Show.
It's the odd couple. You know what time it is. Let's get it.
Fox Sports Radio. Bigger, bolder, and better than anyone in the game. Fox Sports Radio is the #1 sports audio network.
Diverse, fun, entertaining, and driven by the big sports topics of the day.
They had to bolster the offensive line, which they did.
You finally said something right. Congratulations.
That game was incredible. You are wrong.
You could take that trash somewhere else. Wham!
We have a very special connection with our audience, our listeners. People feel that friendship.
And I appreciate y'all so. I love it.
It's all for you. Thank you.
I'm your favorite fan.
Thank
I
you.
love you. You're very talented. You're the best.
Thanks for taking my call.
Sure.
Great show.
Thank you, Jim. You sound like Joe Pesci.
How am I funny to you?
I can't help but notice that the W-2s for the quarterback look a lot higher.
That's because we're worth it. You gotta be kidding.
He never was an elite quarterback.
This team is unstoppable.
He made the right call.
You know that's right.
LeBron James is a legend.
No, he's not. He complains all the time.
You say Brady's the greatest quarterback of all time, but Eli Manning beat him twice. Wrong.
For 25 years, Fox Sports Radio has dominated the sports audio landscape with the biggest talent and the best programming available.
We talk sports and we have fun doing it. We talk about life.
Sports radio is where you go after the games are over, and then the discussion begins.
If the Chiefs win,
Sorry, Patrick Mahomes here. What do you mean by if the Chiefs win?
It is live. It is unscripted. No other medium can touch that.
And that's what makes it special.
Yes.
Who wants some?
Bigger, bolder, better. We are Fox Sports Radio.
Yeah.
Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift announced their engagement today on Instagram with the caption, "Your English teacher and your gym teacher are getting married." The New Orleans Saints named Spencer Rattler their starting quarterback. Rookie Tyler Shuck will be the backup. The Saints also released running back Clyde Edwards-Helaire and moved Taysom Hill to the physically unable to perform list. NFL media reports the Los Angeles Chargers are moving running back Najee Harris from the non-football injury list to the active roster. Rookie Shedeur Sanders made the Cleveland Browns 53-man roster and will serve as the third-string quarterback behind Joe Flacco and Dylan Gabriel, according to head coach Kevin Stefanski. The New York Giants are releasing quarterback Tommy DeVito. The Washington Commanders waived quarterback Sam Hartman. And the Carolina Panthers released receiver Hunter Renfrow. I'm Isaac Lowenkron.
Oh, what a crazy day. The English teacher and the gym teacher are getting married.
I can't wait to
What-a-do?
can't wait to hear what Trump has to say about it. You know, think he'll post a tweet, congratulate him, maybe share the announcement.
He's making a mistake.
Too fast, too furious.
Broadcasting live from the Fox Sports Radio studio. Remember, if you miss any of today's show, catch it on the podcast. Search Covino and Rich wherever you get your podcasts. Again, and after the show, give us 5 stars. Say something nice. Anything less is uncivilized. But every once in a while, Danny will pick a name and send you a prize, too. So definitely follow the podcast. And thank you for being here. Enjoy your tacos on this Tuesday. CNR.
All right.
Danny G. Putting the gangsta in the Danny G on the phones at 877-99 on Fox, at Covino and Rich, at Fox Sports Radio. Iowa Sam on the 1s and 2s. Lowenkron. Elijah's on the videos, by the way, live on our YouTube page, youtube.com/at Covino and Rich FSR. And let's get into it, man. Rich is super pumped about the big announcement today.
Am I?
Yes. Yes.
I'm just pumped to do a show with you today.
Well,
I'm in a good mood. I'm not like super pumped about Taylor Swift and Travis, though I do think it is huge news, and
it is.
I promise you're not going to look anywhere the rest of the day without seeing it. But we've moved on to Cutlets and Aaron Rodgers. But first, Cutlets.
Yeah, I think Cutlets reminds you that there was a time where you had local celebrities and people that would only work in certain places, only in certain markets that appealed to that particular person. But the world's a much smaller place now where you have to have broader appeal to make it or make it big. There's still local celebrities and local favorites.
Of course.
And even in sports, like sometimes there's a player on your team who the fans love for whatever reason. He's the fan favorite, but anywhere else, no one really cares about that guy. And that's what Tommy DeVito might be. However,
I just think that New York is such a specific market where...
Yeah, but his numbers spoke different. You could say that they don't matter because it's preseason. He was pretty decent, and he ended on a really high note. I'll find the stats.
I feel like when the
Danny
Giants...
G, help me find his last game stats, because they were really good.
They weren't that great, dude. It's not
They
like
were
he threw.
pretty
It's not like
good.
he threw for 300 yards and 4 touchdowns. Like
I mean,
he was
better
adequate.
than Shedeur's numbers. So we can't talk about Shadors and saying they matter.
I'm just saying.
And not mention that DeVito had a good send-off.
When you play in Jersey, you're the Giants, and you're New York, New Jersey, and your backup quarterback who got a chance when your team stunk was Tommy Cutlets, Tommy DeVito. Oh, Gabagool. He's an Italian guy, East Coast. It fit. I just think that.
It did. It was a good match.
Very tough to think that if Tommy Cutlets was the backup quarterback for the Seahawks or the Raiders or anywhere else,
but they're also not.
Would it matter at all?
They're not the Make-A-Wish Foundation. They're not giving him the opportunity because he's Italian. He was also pretty decent. So we can't just say, yeah, because he's Italian, that the Giants let him play for the fans. It worked a little better. I think he could still translate somewhere else. I don't think his career's over. I mean, it might be. It very well might be. I think that he got maybe more of an opportunity and a longer leash in New York because the fans liked him. They had nothing else to cheer for. They cheered for his antics and his gabagool and his O's and his
Do you remember
DeVitos.
a player on your team? Gabagool. Can you think of a player that's been on one of the teams you root for that the fans really embraced, and then you saw him move along to another town or city, and the other team just sort of didn't embrace the guy the same way?
Don't you feel that way about all the Italian guys growing up that played in New York, like Lee Mazzilli? Yeah, he was a good player, but you don't think that people in New York like Lee Mazzilli more than when he played somewhere else?
Do you mean the handsome Italian playboy? Yeah, great example, by the way.
But of course,
that's a great one.
That is. I mean, Lee Mazzilli, people loved him here in New York because there's a bunch of Italians, and I'm saying it that way because my dad's Italian.
I thought of one of a player where their vibe matched what was going on, and it's not the same. I saw a great little clip of J.D. Martinez.
Yeah.
Who, I'm not talking about him, but he tells a great story. J.D. Martinez, who...
Donley Martinez.
I think J.D. Martinez is going to go on to be a great manager or bench coach. They say he's a great baseball mind. Played for all of our teams at one point except yours.
Yeah.
J.D. Martinez talks about how the Mets were flat last year. He encouraged Carlos Mendoza and the Mets brass to call up Jose Iglesias. He's like, the kid's yappy in the clubhouse. He's funny, won't shut up. Everyone likes this kid. And then when they called him up, they're like, wait, and he has a song? And J.D. Martinez goes, yo, when he comes up for his first game, let's bust his huevos a little bit and play his song. And everyone's like, yo, this song is good. And J.D. Martinez talks about how that, believe it or not, meant so much to that team last year. The OMG
and
Mets
to
stuff.
a very Hispanic demographic.
Do you think the Padres fan base is embracing Julio Iglesias? Jose, to all the girls I've loved before. Do you think they embrace Jose Iglesias the same way?
I mean, they should. They have a lot of Latino players there too, but I don't think it's the same. I don't think it's the same magic. But again, I think we're just talking like fan favorites and that same feeling of the local celebrity. Will it translate everywhere? Probably not. Danny G, who comes to mind, or what's on your mind?
For Southern California, Yasiel Puig comes to mind. Like, I couldn't imagine him on another baseball team being as popular as he was.
He felt irrelevant once he left. When he went to the Reds and other places, it was like, all right.
Exactly.
What about Fernando Mania? That fit this market.
Yeah.
There was something about it.
And by the way, Tommy Cutlet's stats in the preseason, he was 30 of 38, 323 yards, 4 TDs, 1 pick. He had a passer rating of 126.2.
And his last appearance was solid.
You know what? All combined, I apologize. You were right. For his combined preseason stats, pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
I agree with you, Rich. We may have seen the end, not rooting against him, but yeah, it's pretty obvious when you have a lot of talent in the quarterback position. There was no room for him.
Let's go to Doug in Maryland. I think he might have an example here. What's up, Doug?
Not really.
Not really. I have nothing to contribute. What's up, man?
Well, you can't compare him to Lee Mazzilli. Lee Mazzilli was a great baseball player.
Lee was,
Look, and I think Tommy's days are over. But the reason I'm calling is because I'm laughing out loud at all you guys and all the country out there that was saying that they wanted Shador to come to Vegas. Well, we got a quarterback. We got 2 starting quarterbacks now, and I think If Gino gets in any trouble, in comes Kenny, and everything's going to be fine. Now, Danny said off air, he mentioned about the Raiders, the defense is in a couple of places there's some question marks. I agree with him, but I think that the Raiders are going to be okay, and they're going to be much better than they were last year.
Would you argue that the Raiders and the Giants are the two teams that might surprise us a little bit as far as maybe they're a little further along than we thought? Because as of right now, Danny, unfortunately, your Raiders and the Giants both are projected to be towards the bottom of the league.
Yeah, I'm really nervous about the Raiders' defense. Offensively, they're going to score a lot of points. They're going to be fun to watch. Defensively, they're kind of like Swiss cheese right now, and they lack a lot of depth, and they lost a lot of guys to free agency. So a lot of teams are going to score a lot of points against them, so they're going to be in shootouts.
Well, to wrap up our previous conversation, and thanks for the call, man, I think certain players are just more beloved in certain places for whatever reason. And the same thing in our industry. We worked with a guy named Vic Latino. Would that have worked somewhere else the same way it worked in New York at the time when he was a big deal, right?
He's not going to be put on the radio in Boise, Idaho.
Exactly. Like it's a local thing or a specific market thing, and people loved him, and that was the DeVito vibe. But I think he could still make it somewhere else and do his thing, and we'll see what happens because he was released from the New York Football Giants.
Unless there's a mania, unless there's like a mania that sweeps the country.
Yeah.
Because remember when reggaeton was the thing for a couple of years?
Yeah.
And then you heard those kind of morning shows in every market almost.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm thinking of players that were lightning in a bottle, and you're right. It's usually so specific to a team, a moment, and everything. So if you could think of some more,
where they love that guy,
hit us up 877-99 on Fox, or just hit us up at Covino and Rich. Now the other QB that usually gets a lot of attention, but you know what? Taking a back seat to Shador and some others this preseason, Aaron Rodgers. I mean, we talk a hell of a lot about him, but the Steelers, we've already made our assessments, right? Everyone's like, yeah, they'll probably be good, but not good enough to really do anything. I think the overall consensus on the Steelers is they'll be good, but probably not good enough. And again, that's sort of the Steelers' MO already. It might just be a little better now. I think the consensus is like, if they were 10-7 and won or lost a wild card game, you'd be like, yeah, sounds about right. So Aaron Rodgers was quoted as saying, life and sports are a little easier when expectations are low, and he's liking it. And I mentioned Cam Ward before. Cam Ward, we've talked about, Danny, the lowest Madden rating for a rookie quarterback that was drafted number one. The least talked about number one pick in years when you think about how we've talked about Caleb Williams and all the years before that, every quarterback class. Cam Ward's just really...
Yeah, and some of this is because Tennessee has had their problems the past couple of seasons, especially.
No one's saying Tennessee. No one's saying Tennessee's making the playoffs. Meanwhile,
the
last
Titans
year
are being overlooked, and so Cam Ward is going to be overlooked.
Last year, Covino said it before. There was people preseason Caleb Williams, rookie year, better be taking the Bears to the playoffs. And you're like, that's a lot. No one on earth is saying Cam Ward better take the Titans to the playoffs.
No, I think he's right, because not only in football, in life, it's hard to meet, like I said, let alone exceed those expectations. But that's why you also have to tip your hat to guys that did live up to the hype. It's hard to live up to the hype. LeBron James, man, that guy was touted as a superstar when he was in high school. So to meet that hype, that's what makes him a legend. It's not easy. So Aaron Rodgers is making a solid point, and I think there's a lot less pressure based on his performance through the past few years and the fact that most people are thinking, yeah, they're going to be good but not go all the way. Hey, we'll see. So it takes a lot of pressure off of him to have a decent year, and probably his last year.
Every aspect of your life, the goal is to never have the expectations to a level that you can't meet.
Yeah, never overhype and underproduce.
Yeah, professionally, personally, athletically.
You always want to underhype and overproduce.
Yeah, it's the number one rule. Covino's right. The number one rule always is almost downplay it a little bit. Imagine if you told...
It's like you're a skill in the bedroom.
Yeah, never tell a woman you're going to get with, I'm going to rock your world more than any other guy ever has. You're setting yourself up to be a dud. Never tell your new boss that, these sales projections, I'll double that, boss. What are you doing? Don't tell your wife you're on your way home from guys' night when you just ordered another round of drinks. People love to overpromise and underdeliver. And I think what Aaron Rodgers is sort of talking about here is, when expectations aren't through the roof, it's easier to surprise people and be like, oh, like Cam Ward. If the Tennessee Titans go 7-10, 8-9, and are actually like hovering a little under 500, you'd say, well, that's a good start.
Mm-hmm. No, you got nothing to lose at that point.
Yeah.
Right? If you come in with all these expectations and all this hype, you have everything to lose.
Could I
you're just letting everybody down at that point.
I'll give a dirty example based on what we just said.
I thought you already gave one.
No, it has to do with you.
Oh.
I remember you and I were in our 20s. And there's some hot girl at the club that was like one of those bottle service type girls. And I remember she claimed to be, what did she say? Like, when it comes to beep, I'm the best in the West or some nonsense.
Yeah.
And Covino was like, yo, she hyped up like, I'm going to rock your world. And Covino's like, yeah, it wasn't that great.
Yeah, because she overhyped it.
She overhyped it.
Yeah.
You just don't ever want to overhype. Like, I'll give you a great example. Jay Stu from the Gottlieb Show. Love that guy. He came out to play softball on.
Yeah.
I'm Jay Stu here.
Jay Stu here.
I'm a pretty decent softball player.
I'm pretty good.
Jay Stu came out to play softball with my buddies. Jay Stu here. Doug, I don't know what you think. He said, I'm a decent ball player. He came out, and he was way better than I thought because he set it up by saying, I'm a decent ball player, and I'll play wherever you need me. Guy was ripping line drives. Now, you don't join a new intramural sports. You don't go play pickup basketball and say,
Wait,
people do.
I thought you took Jay Stu off the field on a stretcher, though.
That's because he didn't stretch.
He ended up
but
pulling a muscle.
He did go 3 for 3 and then pulled a hammy.
Yeah, oh, okay.
But that's a different story. But again, you never want to over-promise, under-deliver. The end. It's the number one lesson in life, relationships, sports, anything. And Aaron Rodgers.
Well, that being said, we might have a different feeling at the end of this Steelers season.
You know what? I'm excited to go over this list next, Danny G, because when you think about where the Steelers are, I said Aaron Rodgers, when he joined the Jets, the USA Today, among other publications and journalists and people were saying, Aaron Rodgers, remember, Super Bowl or bust for Aaron Rodgers and the Jets.
They had him winning the Super Bowl,
yeah.
right?
Like
winning or just playing?
No,
the Super
winning.
Bowl?
There were people that had Aaron Rodgers and the Jets
on.
winning. So maybe he's liking the toned down expectations. We'll go over that list and we're going to do some trivia coming up. So a lot of fun. You want to do it now, Danny, or what?
Yeah, we have time right now, actually.
You gave me the offensive coordinator like huffing sideline, like oh man, they should have went with the audible.
I didn't throw my headset down yet, though.
Okay, so let's go over this list then.
Yeah, let's do it. All right, fire up that NFL on Fox music.
So is this our boy Ralph Facciano?
Yeah, it is. We had
Ralph.
fun with his power rankings a couple of weeks ago.
I like this guy, Ralph.
Hey,
Yeah.
Ralph, forget about
Ralphie boy.
Hey.
He's NFL on Fox's lead guy for these lists. This is a Super Bowl tiers, according to him.
I had Super Bowl tears when the 49ers lost to the Chiefs a couple years ago.
Jalen
Different
Hurts
kind
had
of
Super Bowl
tiers.
tears, but then he ended up winning one.
There you go.
So.
All right, so he's got 5 teams for NFL on Fox that he lists as top contenders. Guess the 5.
Okay. Top tier contenders. The 2 Super Bowl participants last year, the Chiefs and the Eagles are on this list.
The Bills definitely on this list.
Are we 3 for 3 so far?
I think Ravens are on this
Bills, Chiefs, Ravens, bam, 2 more.
Wait, Chiefs?
Oh, did you already say the winner from last year?
Ravens?
Yeah.
Yes, Eagles. So
there's one more.
One more.
So
Wow.
Eagles, Chiefs, Ravens, Bills, Lions?
Yes.
Okay.
Wow.
All right.
Well, bam.
Oh.
So those are the top
contenders.
contenders.
Okay.
All right, the next tier.
By the way, that's fair because if not for Washington last year, Danny G upsetting the Lions, we all thought it was going to be Lions, Eagles, and the AFC. That's the 3-headed monster: Chiefs, Ravens, Bills. As of now, right?
The second tier, he's calling one break away, and there are 6 teams listed. They are one break away from getting to the Super Bowl.
Okay, I'm going to go. Joe Burrow this is the Joe Burrow year where they don't start 0-3.
Yeah, no strikes on you guys yet. Bengals on there.
I don't know. I don't say how's the Vikings.
No, stop. Don't go Vikings. What are you on drugs?
I don't know. I think they're
I got
good.
one. My 49ers.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely.
One breakaway.
Yeah, lock it.
No.
Oh!
Buzz him.
This guy's crazy. What do you mean?
One strike on you.
Man, Facciano doesn't know jack. I actually agree with Rich on that.
49ers, because if if IU comes back healthy and everything works out, they have a weak-ass schedule. They can get there. All right.
Nope. All right. You know what he's going to say?
He's going to say
Fasciano's going to say the Cowboys.
For one break away?
No.
That's we're on the second tier, remember.
No.
This is right under top contenders.
I say that because there's always something controversial. There's got to be something controversial.
Let's go with the Packers. He put the Packers in there.
Good call.
Yeah,
Packers are on the list.
There.
So far you got the Packers and Bengals.
Did he put the Chargers in there too?
He did not.
Whoa!
Yeah,
Holy
no.
bananas. All right, so
2 X's on you.
One break away.
Thank you.
Oh, I got it. You
I know the answer because I hate it.
The Denver Broncos.
Put them in there.
One break away? No.
What?
Oh, 3 strikes.
Get out of here.
Category in
Hey,
that tier. You guys are out.
Did he put the stinky-ass Rams in there?
No.
Wow.
You guys will never guess this. He put the Texans in there at 1 breakaway. I guess he thinks C.J. Stroud is going to bounce.
They have so many
bounce
weapons.
back in his 3rd season. Yeah.
So many weapons.
Yeah, I don't hate that one.
All right. And then think of our favorite quarterback, our favorite rookie quarterback from last season, Rich.
Washington. I should have
got Redskins in there.
Washington.
He's got Covino's Baker Mayfield in there with the Bucks.
I was thinking about that.
And the guy you guys just got done talking about, Aaron Rodgers and the Steelers, he calls 1 break away from getting to the Super Bowl. All right, 3rd tier.
You know what?
Up and comers.
Those weren't that bad. Texans, I wasn't thinking about that.
So it was Texans, Packers, Bengals, Commanders, Bucks, Steelers.
I could get with the Bengals, Packers, Steelers. Texans do have weapons. I don't know. I got to see it, though. Bucks, I always underrate. I don't know why. I like Baker, but I just feel like they're a 10-7 playoff team that loses in the wild card.
I feel like going to pick them.
Yeah.
So
the third tier is up and comers. And there's 3 teams.
This has to be Broncos in there.
Broncos are there, yes.
That's a lot of hype.
I would have thought the Bucks were on this one.
Does he also put the Chargers in that category?
Yes,
too?
he did.
Yeah,
Boom.
okay.
All right, and one more team.
And my Niners?
No.
Jesus Christ.
This is where the Minnesota Vikings are.
What?
Yeah, with J.J. McCarthy.
This guy hates my Niners. I got to call this guy.
All right, in the 4th tier, on the fringe, 3 teams here.
On the fringe. 49ers?
Yes, your Niners are on the fringe, according to NFL on Fox. 2 other teams.
Rams?
Yes. Boom. One more.
Vikings?
No, Vikings were up and comers.
Up and Cowboys?
Yes, bam.
Whoa.
Nice job. Nice work there. And then finally, the last tier is potential Cinderellas. 3 teams.
Cinderellas? That's an interesting. Cinderella.
Maybe Cinderfellas, right? Dana Dane, Eminem style. Let's see.
I'm thinking of all the. No, not Cleveland, not the Raiders. I'm trying to think of who else would he put that? The Bears?
Yes, bam.
Bears? All right.
2 more.
Not the Seahawks, right? Seahawks?
No.
Okay. I was like, who's in the, I'm not terrible, but maybe.
Think of a coaching change and a new
49ers.
offensive
No,
coordinator.
they already were in it. Yeah,
They were in this already?
You missed them. They were in the last category.
I don't think you guys are going to get the last 2.
Who is it?
The New England Patriots.
Oh, well, yeah, coach. That whole roster, by the way, most changed over, I believe, in the NFL.
Yeah.
And what's
They're definitely going to improve.
what was the hint you were giving, Danny G?
That was for the
Yeah, that was
Patriots.
his coaching
And then
staff.
one last team. The quarterback loves video games.
Oh. Michael Penix Jr.? Falcons?
No. The Arizona Cardinals.
Get out of town.
He's got them as potential Cinderellas,
You're going to be 5-12.
Wow.
according to our resident Niners.
What are your thoughts there? Ralph Fasciano from NFL on Fox. Those are his 5 categories.
Super Bowl tiers.
Super Bowl tiers.
I like it.
He did his NFL power ranking. We talked about that recently. What do you think about that? I didn't hate it. Some surprises, but I didn't hate it at all.
Yeah, know what I'm really proud of?
I'm hating that we didn't get all of it.
I'm proud of my dude George Kittle and his approach. Every interview Kittle's doing, he's like, I love it. I love that there's no drama. No one's talking about us. We're going to shock everyone, and we're going to be great. So
You mean the same thing that Aaron Rodgers said?
George Kittle's cooler and said it first.
That's the same thing.
And I want to tell my kids I'm very proud of them. You know, they were giving out Ram shirts at my kids' school, and both of my kids said, no thanks, I don't want this.
Wow. Way to brainwash them. I mean, way to go, kids.
Way to go, kids. Go Niners. All right, we got more Covino and Rich, and we will play a game if you want in. 877-99 on Fox. Showtime Mahomes trivia. Is that what we're doing coming up next?
Yep.
Can't wait.
I'm sure you're going to ask him all about his teammate.
More Covino and Rich next.
The rivalries, the marching bands, the upsets. Saturdays just got way more fun. College football is back, and you think you know the game. Put your knowledge to the test with DraftKings Sportsbook and turn your picks into big payouts.
With live betting, rivalry week, odds boost, and more, DraftKings Sportsbook has everything you need to own every Saturday. And Danny G, you hit me up with that wild fact about how many games are going down. 91 games over a 5-day span, giving you approximately 40 hours of college football on TV from Thursday to Monday. So plenty to investigate, plenty to wager on, plenty to have fun with at DraftKings. And here's something special for first-timers. New DraftKings customers bet $5 and you get $300 in bonus bets instantly.
So you got to download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Use code CRSHOW. CR Show.
CR Show.
That's code CRSHOW for new customers to get $300 in bonus bets instantly when you just bet $5. In partnership with DraftKings Sportsbook, the crown is yours.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York,
It's
call
Covino and Rich on Fox Sports Radio. Are you ready?
Yes.
We talk about pop culture,
In
we
Connecticut,
talk about
help
sports, we talk about life.
It's a friendship on the radio. When you talk about the best athlete in the world, you're probably thinking Jim Thorpe, right?
I'm thinking
joking.
Bo Jackson.
I'd have to throw myself at the age of 12 into the conversation.
You are the home run champion. When you find the commonality between sports and life, those analogies and conversations are the best.
You were dating some girl, and you were like, "Hey, babe, let's watch The Sixth Sense." Her mom walked in. "Can you believe he was dead the whole time?"
I wanted to get up.
Well, slow down, Dana White.
I don't want to say It's never boring.
If the Chiefs win,
Sorry, Patrick Mahomes here. What do you mean by if the Chiefs win?
Our friendship is real. It's authentic. You can't fake the fun.
we're the type of guys you'd want to hang out with at a sports bar. Best way to pick someone up at a bar?
Yeah.
Go up to a cute girl and say, "Oh, look at that bozo over there," and I like point to you. We could make fun of each other, poke each other a little bit.
I call him Blubber Lips, Rich Davis, because he never stops talking.
He thinks he's the Mexican Fonz.
Yeah.
At any point, he's wearing a chain. You have a chain on?
Always.
Of course he has a chain on.
That's like asking me if I'm wearing cologne right now. Of course I am. We take a lot of pride in being inclusive and interactive on our show. Just the more the merrier.
Josh, Covino thinks that every man should own a leather jacket.
I only wear vegan leather.
Can you believe this guy?
I can't believe this guy. We have a very special connection with our audience, our listeners. People feel that friendship.
And I appreciate y'all so. I love it.
It's all for you. Thank you.
Mike Tyson, Covino, loves to just challenge us with random Mike Tyson trivia.
Which accomplished celebrity purchased my sprawling Connecticut estate?
I'm going to go 50 Cent.
You are absolutely correct, 50 Cent. I love his song.
You can't schedule a big event during
can't.
a big sports moment.
My family member scheduled their wedding the same night as a Julio Cesar Chavez fight. Everyone was glued to that fight instead of doing the electric slide.
This is weak.
Unbelievable. You're very tricky.
America, you got sports, you got fun, you got us.
Covino and Rich.
We're crushing it. Wake up, it's two pros and a cup of Joe, Fox Sports Radio.
You ready?
Yes.
I'm Colin Cowherd. This is The Herd.
You are listening to The Dan Patrick Show.
It's the odd couple. You know what time it is. Let's get it.
Fox Sports Radio. Bigger, bolder, and better than anyone in the game. Fox Sports Radio is the #1 sports audio network.
Diverse, fun, entertaining, and driven by the big sports topics of the day.
They had to bolster the offensive line, which they did.
You finally said something right. Congratulations.
That game was incredible. You are wrong.
You could take that trash somewhere else. Wham! We have a very special connection with our audience, our listeners. People feel that friendship.
And I appreciate y'all, so I love it.
It's all for you. Thank you.
I'm your favorite fan.
Thank
I
you.
love you. You're very talented. You're the best.
Thanks for taking my call.
Sure.
Great show.
Thank you, Jim. You sound like Joe Pesci.
How am I funny to you?
I can't help but notice that the W-2s for the quarterback look a lot higher.
That's because we're worth it. You gotta be kidding.
He never was an elite quarterback.
This team is unstoppable.
He made the right call.
You know that's right.
LeBron James is a legend.
No, he's not. He complains all the time.
You say Brady's the greatest quarterback of all time, but Eli Manning beat him twice. Wrong.
Wrong.
For 25 years, Fox Sports Radio has dominated the sports audio landscape with the biggest talent and the best programming available.
We talk sports and we have fun doing it. We talk about life.
Sports radio is where you go after the games are over, and then the discussion begins.
If the Chiefs win,
Sorry, Patrick Mahomes here. What do you mean by if the Chiefs win?
It is live. It is unscripted. No other medium can touch that.
And that's what makes it special.
Yes.
Who wants some?
Bigger, bolder, better. We are Fox Sports Radio.
Yeah.
Hey, there's your guy, Billy Joel.
Yeah, documentary is great. I was late to it. I know it's been out, but And So It Goes on HBO Max, fantastic.
Man, when you're done with that, watch Pee-wee as himself.
I saw that too. That's great.
Late on both of them. Live from the Fox Sports Radio studio, it's Covino and Rich. You can actually watch us. How about you watch us on Fox Sports Radio's YouTube, or, like I said, our own YouTube page, which is Fox Sports Radio, Covino and Rich FSR. It's just Covino and Rich FSR on YouTube. Appreciate it. And is it time for a new job? Then it's time for Express Employment Pros. Quit the endless online job search. Enlist the pros. Express never charges job seekers a fee. Go to expresspros.com. Again, I'm Steve Covino. That is Rich Davis, Danny G, Iowa Sam, Lowenkron, Elijah's on the videos. And there's a live chat. So you could chat it up with other Fox Sports Radio listeners. Chat it up with the fam on the YouTube page at Covino and Rich FSR.
The number, 877-99 on Fox, looking for contestants now for Showtime Mahomes Trivia. So if you want to win a prize, you want to win some goodies.
It's crazy that Mahomes made time for us today on such a big day in Chiefs Kingdom.
I mean, it is a huge day in Chiefs Kingdom. And again, if you want to win a prize, call now. We'll take the first caller that wants to play, 877-99 on Fox. And as we wait to get a caller for this fun game.
Oh, and by the way, it's your chance to win an IOU
for a
Nerf football.
Yeah. President Trump has actually commented on Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce.
Knew it.
Called it. You knew it would happen. You got it, Iowa Sam, or what? Take a listen. Well, very nice. Very nice.
I knew someone would ask him about it, or he'd tweet about it, or it would be addressed. And just like that, you got it.
Boom. Biggest news.
I mean, that's kind of how I feel.
Biggest news
right?
of the day. I mean, that's what I was saying.
Does anyone really, aside from oversaturation reasons, right? Does anyone really hate them?
They're not hateable people.
They're not that hateable.
She's like she's a girl that writes good pop music. She's a good role model for kids.
Right.
He's a football player.
I can see you being sick of them.
He's a football player that has a great relationship with his brother.
Hello, mother. Hello, father.
My brother.
Here I am at Camp Granada.
my mother.
And we've met both his parents, and they're sweet people. So we like the Kelces. Swift is cool. We've interviewed them both. Great people. Wish them well. All right, let's do this. Showtime. Mahomes trivia.
The mostly lovable Patrick Mahomes.
Truth is, I want everybody to love me, not just the refs.
It's time for some NFL trivia.
I'm here.
Yes, we know you're here.
All right, Patrick Mahomes here to play Showtime Mahomes trivia.
All right, FSR Security walking our broke Patrick into the main studio.
I hear Trump's talking about it. Whoopity-doo. Yeah, big news today. Hey, what's up, guys?
Yeah, I'm sure 100 people have asked you about it already.
Yeah, and I'd rather talk about the season. You know, the game coming up September 5th.
Yep.
I'd rather talk some football. But I will say this. I've already talked to my bro. I already hit up Trav, and I told him.
You knew.
I knew, but I told him not to expect a tweet from me because I'm busy. And I told him, don't sign the prenup. That's just my advice. Don't sign it.
Well, you got that first game of the year the second game of the year, but in Brazil, Chiefs Chargers. That's going to be a big one, buddy boy.
Well, happy to be here. Happy to be playing this game because I'm already sick of talking about Travis and Taylor. So let's go.
Are you going to be one of the groomsmen?
Maybe. I don't know.
He just told you he doesn't want to talk about it.
Yeah, I just said I don't want to talk about it. I'd rather talk football and trivia.
Jason Kelce,
already sick of these guys.
I'm trying to think of who else would be there. All right,
a million people ask me about it.
Let's meet the contestants. 24-time winner Rich Davis right over there.
Hola.
In for 21-time champion Dan Byer is the one and only Isaac Lowenkron.
How many time champion? Add one to it.
And looking to win a CNR prize on the studio lines, it's Darren in Tulsa.
Hey, what's up, Darren?
Hey, what's going on, guys? I love you.
Thank you, Darren.
Man. Love you.
All right, here are the rules for Showtime Mahomes NFL Trivia. The first contestant with 2 correct answers
Hey,
is
by the way,
champ.
I love Brittany, and no one made a big hoopla about my marriage. I'm just saying.
High school sweethearts.
Yeah,
man.
no one really cared that much.
If there's a tie,
the president's talking about Travis Kelce.
All right.
We have a tiebreaker question if it's needed. Your name is your buzzer, but you do have to wait until all 3 possible answers are read. If there's 2 wrong answers in a row, we move on to the next question. Are you ready?
Yes.
Let's get it on.
All right, Patrick Mahomes, I'm here. What are the most total points ever scored in an NFL game?
I think I know this.
Most total points ever scored in an NFL game. A, 113, B, 121, or C, 102?
Rich. 102. Let's see.
No.
Son of a biscuit.
Sounds like you thought wrong. Sounds like you've been thinking about Taylor and Kelce all day.
Darren, you want to try for the steal?
Darren, B, whatever that middle one was.
B, 121. No, you're both losers.
All right, most total points ever scored NFL game is A, 113.
Is it Rams Chiefs?
November 27th, 1966.
Oh.
Redskins beat the Giants 72-41.
Yeah, Redskins.
Wow.
Patrick, I don't expect you to remember the game. You played in so many, but don't you guys remember that Rams Chiefs game?
That was high scoring.
That was like, I felt like it was 50-something. I guess that wasn't the answer, huh, Patrick?
All right, round 2. Nobody's on the board yet.
All right. What was I once quoted saying about character?
Okay.
A, I make sure that my friends are consistently good people.
Okay.
B, never change who you are and be the best you could be.
Okay.
Darren.
Or, not done, bonehead. I mean Darren. C, sometimes when Max Crosby is chasing me, I lose all self-control and say really bad things, but it's not who I am. So, what did I once say?
What do you got?
Darren.
Darren B.
B. Yes.
Oh, there you go.
That's right. I always say it. Never change who you are. Be the best you can be, and don't sign the prenup.
Yeah.
I've always said that.
Don't sign the prenup.
Darren on the board as we move to round 3.
All right, Patrick Mahomes here
Yeah, we know.
on a big day. But it's a nice break from all the questions about Taylor and Travis. Round 3, Jamarcus Russell went first overall in the 2007 draft. Who was picked second overall? A, Joe Thomas, B, Adrian Peterson, or C, Calvin Johnson?
Darren.
Whoa.
B,
Whoa.
Calvin Johnson.
Darren with the win.
Bam. Lions selected Hall of Famer Megatron with the second pick. That was in 2007. And thank you, Darren. You're the man.
Darren, congrats. He said it with his chest out and blew our eardrums out.
I was going to say.
He had his radio turned up there for a minute. No, that's all good.
Hey, no problem. Hey,
Congrats, brother.
bud.
Yeah, hang on the line. We're going to get you on the waiting list for our next prize.
Hey, speaking of chest out, hey, Rich, take a look at this on TikTok. Look at this chick.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Nice.
Saying, right?
Yeah.
All right, don't tell Britt about that.
You're married, Patrick.
Yeah,
Come on.
I know. But I'm hanging with the boys right now.
That's true.
All right, guys. Hey,
All right, see you, man. Great to
let's
see you,
go.
Patrick.
Hey, congrats to Travis and Taylor, and good show, guys.
Later,
Love
bud.
you guys.
Man.
Bye, Patrick.
Bye,
Thanks so much.
Good luck on the new season.
All right, let's go to ILO for an update. Isaac Lowenkron, what's up?
Well, I hope Patrick is out of earshot because Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift announced their engagement today on Instagram. Nothing to see here, Patrick. With the caption, "Your English teacher and your gym teacher are getting married." Now, Covino and Rich, TMZ reports that a prominent online gaming site has already set odds on some wedding-related details. You ready? All right.
Love to hear it.
Jason Kelce, of course, the favorite to be the best man at minus 5,000. That's not a surprise. But here are the odds for Miss Swift's maid of honor. Abigail Anderson Bernard at plus 350. Martha Hunt, who is apparently not related to the Hunt ownership group of the Chiefs. It's somebody else. Plus 400.
Who?
Carly Kloss, who I actually have heard of, at plus 500, and Selena Gomez at plus 500. Those are the present odds. The outlet also has a prop bet entitled, and I'm not making this up, quote, "Who will show cleavage first, Donna or Jason Kelce?" Unquote. My money's on Jason. Anyway, the New Orleans Saints named Spencer Rattler their starting quarterback. NFL media reports the Los Angeles Chargers are moving running back Najee Harris from the non-football injury list to the active roster. Rookie Shedeur Sanders has made the Cleveland Browns 53-man roster and will serve as the third-string quarterback behind Joe Flacco and Dylan Gabriel, according to head coach Kevin Stefanski. Finally, Major League Baseball has just suspended St. Louis Cardinals first baseman Wilson Contreras 6 games for his actions during last night's contest against the Pittsburgh Pirates, in which he made physical contact with an umpire and then threw a bat only to have it hit a Cardinals coach. Back to you guys.
That was a wild moment for Contreras. I know you've seen that a couple times in the last week or so where players are throwing bats. We can't make that a habit in Major League Baseball. Not at all. But, hey, we got more Covino and Rich coming up. We'll take some feedback, some phone calls. And I do want to say that it was cool to hear President Trump speak kindly of Kelce and Taylor Swift, considering they politically don't agree. That's how we should all be. You don't need to agree with someone politically to wish them well. I think that's very important to take away today. All right, we got more CNR next on FSR.
It's Covino and Rich on Fox Sports Radio. Are you ready?
Yes! We talk about pop culture, we talk about sports, we talk about life.
It's a friendship on the radio. When you talk about the best athlete in the world, you're probably thinking Jim Thorpe, right?
I'm thinking
joking.
Bo Jackson.
I'd have to throw myself at the age of 12 into the conversation.
You are the home run champion. When you find the commonality between sports and life, those analogies and conversations are the best.
You were dating some girl, and you were like, "Hey, babe, let's watch The Sixth Sense." Her mom walked in. "Can you believe he was dead the whole time?"
I wanted to get up.
Well, slow down, Dana White.
I don't want to say It's never boring.
If the Chiefs win,
Sorry, Patrick Mahomes here. What do you mean by if the Chiefs win?
Our friendship is real. It's authentic. You can't fake the funk.
We're the type of guys you'd want to hang out with at a sports bar. Best way to pick someone up at a bar? Yeah. Go up to a cute girl and say, oh, look at that bozo over there. And I'll point to you. We could make fun of each other, poke each other a little bit.
I call him Blubber Lips, Rich Davis, because he never stops talking.
He thinks he's the Mexican Fonz.
Yeah.
At any point, he's wearing a chain. You have a chain on?
Always.
Of course he has a chain on.
That's like asking me if I'm wearing cologne right now. Of course I am. We take a lot of pride in being inclusive and interactive on our show. Just the more the merrier.
Josh, Covino thinks that every man should own a leather jacket.
I only wear vegan leather.
Can you believe this guy?
I can't believe this guy. We have a very special connection with our audience, our listeners. People feel that friendship.
And I appreciate y'all so. I love it.
It's all for you. Thank you.
Mike Tyson, Covino, loves to just challenge us with random Mike Tyson trivia.
Which accomplished celebrity purchased my sprawling Connecticut estate?
I'm going to go 50 Cent.
You are absolutely correct. 50 Cent. I love his song.
You can't schedule a big event during a big sports moment.
My family member scheduled their wedding the same night as a Julio Cesar Chavez fight. Everyone was glued to that fight instead of doing the electric slide.
This is weak.
Unbelievable. You're very tricky.
America, you got sports, you got fun, you got us.
Covino and Rich.
We're crushing it. Wake up, it's two pros and a cup of Joe, Fox Sports Radio.
You ready?
Yes.
I'm Colin Cowherd. This is The Herd.
You are listening to The Dan Patrick Show.
It's the odd couple. You know what time it is. Let's get it.
Fox Sports Radio. Bigger, bolder, and better than anyone in the game. Fox Sports Radio is the #1 sports audio network.
Diverse, fun, entertaining, and driven by the big sports topics of the day.
They had to bolster the offensive line, which they did.
You finally said something right. Congratulations.
That game was incredible. You are wrong.
You could take that trash somewhere else. Wham! We have a very special connection with our audience, our listeners. People feel that friendship.
And I appreciate y'all so. I love it.
It's all for you. Thank you.
I'm your favorite fan.
I love you. You're very talented. You're the best.
Thanks for taking my call.
Sure.
Great show.
Thank you, Jim. You sound like Joe Pesci.
How am I funny to you?
I can't help but notice that the W-2s for the quarterback look a lot higher.
That's because we're worth it.
You gotta be kidding. He never was an elite quarterback.
This team is unstoppable.
He made the right call.
You know that's right.
LeBron James is a legend.
No, he's not. He complains all the time.
You say Brady's the greatest quarterback of all time, but Eli Manning beat him twice. Wrong.
For 25 years, Fox Sports Radio has dominated the sports audio landscape with the biggest talent and the best programming available.
We talk sports and we have fun doing it. We talk about life.
Sports radio is where you go after the games are over, and then the discussion begins.
If the Chiefs win.
Sorry, Patrick Mahomes here. What do you mean by if the Chiefs win?
It is live. It is unscripted. No other medium can touch that.
And that's what makes it special. Yes.
wants some?
Bigger, bolder, better. We are Fox Sports Radio.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. CNR.
Yeah.
On FSR, Covino and Rich. Yeah. Doing it live from the Fox Sports Radio studio. And for over 40 years, Tire Rack. Been helping customers find the right tires for how, what, and where they drive. Ship fast and free. Free road hazard protection. Convenient installation options like mobile tire installation.
Now, got late way early. Didn't those 2 hours just fly by? I hope you had as much fun as we did. Thank you, Fox Sports Radio Nation, and thanks for subscribing to our YouTube channel, putting a lot into that. Elijah and the team, Sagar, Spot, doing a lot behind the scenes to make us look cool. Again, it's Fox Sports Radio's YouTube page, but we have our own page now, Covino and Rich FSR, Covino and Rich FSR on YouTube, streaming live. There's a live chat, and we appreciate it. And definitely check the podcast, too.
Yeah.
Overpromised, our bonus podcast, episode 105. And just search Covino and Rich wherever you stream your podcast. Now, tomorrow, Rich, already midweek, and that's pretty major. So we go over the biggest headlines in sports and pop culture. Midweek major with Danny G this week. Danny G is going to break down the stories, and we decide, are they midweek or major? Now, there's a story today that
Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce.
Well, that's like the only story.
I just read a funny meme. It said,
oh, boy.
Imagine being a lifelong Swiftie, and you find out after all these years she's engaged from Adam Schefter. Like, that's who breaks the news to you.
Yeah, that's true.
According to Adam Schefter.
So, in correlation to the big three, Ice Cube's big three.
Is that still a thing?
Yeah. What do you mean?
It's doing good, actually.
Yeah, it's really cool. In Orlando. It's in Orlando.
Orlando.
Yeah, this past weekend, Mario Chalmers had the game-winning shot.
Yeah, it's actually pretty good, man.
How am I supposed to be watching that when I'm so busy worried about Shedeur Sanders being sabotaged? Come on.
He actually paid for a blimp to fly around Orlando to promote the big three. And since it was a good day, what do you think the blimp said?
I don't know. What did she say?
That's so rude.
Remember when blimp used to be like what you would call a fat person back in the
Even
day?
saw the lights of the Goodyear blimp.
I think my mom
and it
used to,
said,
what'd it say?
Ice Cube is a pimp.
That's so funny. I love that.
And that's a pretty cool promo to promote his own league and to promote the Big Three Championship. So this actually did happen. And, it's based on the very famous song, Today Was a Good Day. So it was a good day.
Pimp on a blimp. It's like Elf on a Shelf.
Ice Cube is a pimp. And it made us think of best promos and best promotions in sports. And it's a double doozy because, well, there was another, I guess, sports promo in Detroit based on Magnum PI, based on Blue Bloods.
They do this every year. They do Magnum PI Day in Detroit.
They all dress up. It's like that thing you went to, dressed up like Mrs. Roper. Rich, remember when you went to that? Rich went to Mrs. Roper-thon or Three's Company.
No, he's not. He's sort of telling the truth. I was in Jersey and I happened to go to a bar where there was a Roper. There was
Stanley, they're live.
All these women dress up like Mrs. Roper, and you're saying the same thing happens in Detroit where everyone dresses up like Tom Selleck from Magnum PI.
I thought they dressed up like that one particular rescue ranger that wears the Hawaiian,
one's
the red Hawaiian
one's Indiana
shirt.
Jones, one's Magnum PI, right?
Yeah.
You mentioned his TV show, Covino, where that comes into play is this is the first time Magnum PI has been available to actually go there and be a part of it.
Oh, that's cool.
And he was on the Detroit broadcast yesterday. Listen.
I never have been able to come to the park and thank him because I was doing Blue Bloods for 15 years. So it was really nice to see him. There were like 300 people out there. Kids this big with mustaches.
Amazing.
I'm glad the show survived. The show's in the Smithsonian, and for a very good reason. Hawaiian shirt and the Detroit hat. And my little team ring is maybe next to Archie Bunker's chair or something.
You were getting ready for Mr. Baseball, and you were part of spring training in '91. From everything that I've read, all the guys said that they weren't what they were expecting, like with a Hollywood actor coming in, and that you immersed yourself really into just being one of the guys, and they gave it back to you a little bit too.
I did, and I was glad. If they don't mess with you, they don't like you. So, and I was a rookie. Most of the time they treated me like a rookie. Like when we went to Bradenton, that's where I met Jim Leland. He was with the Pirates, and he asked me over, and it was very nice. But my job was to get my stuff together and go out the front door, draw the crowd, so they could all sneak out.
Diversion.
Sneak out.
That's Tom Selleck in the booth in Detroit celebrating Tom's Magnum PI Day. And what's shocking to me is, well, how old is Tom Selleck? That's number one. Number two is the fact that he's been doing Blue Bloods for 15 years, so long that he was never able to attend.
And that's been on double the amount of time that Magnum PI was on?
That's
Ooh.
crazy.
He's 80.
Yeah, that's
He looks
wild.
fantastic.
Good for him, man.
I'm sure all our moms still want him.
A lot of people don't remember, but he took batting practice with Detroit. Remember? In what yard?
He's fantastic. All right, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great Tuesday night. Until then, arrivederci, baby.
See you in the promised land.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, guys.